The Padres dodged a major bullet. These players' performances have fans divided, and they could have major implications in the future. We'll talk about all of that in just a second. Before anything, hi. Welcome back to another episode of Padres Digest with your host, Andrew. Happy to be back as always. Today, we have an interesting video lined up. Before we talk about it, though, two things. Stick around to the end of the video because we do have some post-game fan reactions where I get you guys, the fans, involved. Post on Twitter, post on a subreddit. Maybe you'll be featured on the channel. And as always, please, 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 please subscribe. Thank you. Okay, like I said, crazy video today. Vasquez is the luckiest pitcher alive. You guys saw how he played today. I genuinely don't know how it was a shutout. But yeah, next thing, good win, bad offense. You guys saw how he played today. But today was a good and mixed day at the same time. But yeah, that was today's lineup. So let's just jump into it real quick. Final, Padres 2, Brewers 0. The Padres got a run in the third, and Manny Machado hit a solo homer in the eighth. In between, the Brewers went 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position and left 10 players on the bases. They walked 6 times too. With all that said, the Padres got the thing that matters, dub. I want to see this real quick. Where do the Brewers rank with this? They were 8th place. Obviously, this is from what? Oh, I guess yesterday. And they were 8th, and right now we're probably 13, 14. So that's actually really surprising. But like I said, Vasquez is literally the luckiest pitcher in the league right now. Most confusing pitcher in baseball. Alas, Randy Vasquez has lowered his ERA to a respectable 3.69. Nice. On the season through 13 starts. He has a 3.69 ERA. Let me show you my favorite place in the world. Baseball Savant. His expected ERA is almost a 6. Nothing on this percentile ranking shows me a pitcher with almost a 3 mid ERA. 3.69. This man's pitching run value is in between poor and average. The only thing he has that's going for him is a fastball. His whiff rate is horrible. Strikeouts, horrible. Walking, horrible. I mean, you saw the walks today. He had, what, 4 walks? Let me double check. Where'd you go? 4 walks today, right. Only 2 strikeouts. 4.2 innings pitched. Not even a win today. That's how much he pitched. And I know left-handed hitters we saw on the broadcast hit good against Randy Vasquez, but how in the world did we get out of this game with a shutout? I am not complaining by any means whatsoever. I am genuinely dumbstruck on how Vasquez keeps getting away with this. Because it seems like every single game, I mean, I can just show you guys. It seems like every single game he's getting out of it. I mean, 3 walks last game. He did have the 4 earned runs. That was a horrible day for him. Against the Pirates, too. But, like, he's been pitching. This today was technically his best performance, I guess, in a while. Because he gave up runs in the other ones. But, like, his walk rate this month has been high. I know it's only, like, 2 starts, but still, 3 and 4. Only 3.1 innings pitched last game, 4.2 this game. It's like he's doing bad this month, but like today was his best start in a while. And it was a horrible start. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely, if this luck keeps up, start him game 7 of the World Series because apparently he will get out of literally anything. He is literally immune to giving up runs right now. Not really, obviously not. But like, I'm dumbstruck. I don't think I've ever seen a pitcher with this horrible, like percentile doing better than like say Dylan Cease. I've shown you Dylan Cease percentiles. Like obviously he's not as good as he used to be, but like he has good break. He has good like whiff rates. Like he gets people to miss, but he's like almost at he's like a what 4.67. I don't have the exact number off the top of my head, but like it is genuinely incredible what Randy Vasquez is doing today. And just in general, like, it is inexplicable. Padres pitching has walked 6 batters and hit another. Brewers are 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position and have left 8 on base. Padres lead 1-0 at the end of the 6th. And it's not just like that Randy Vasquez was lucky. Like, the bullpen itself was relatively lucky. Skillful, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they didn't have any skills. I mean, Morahone was a dog today. Like, a literal dog. As he should be, because Adams has been kind of shaky recently. So Morahone coming in and just, like, striking people out. Even though the umpire almost screwed us, it was still a very good pitching performance, even for Wandy Peralta. We'll get back to the bullpen in a sec, because I do have a note about that, but Wandy Peralta has been proving me wrong, and I want to keep hating on him just for the fact that I feel like the more I hate on him, the better he does. So I'll take the sacrifice of being the a-hole so that Wandy Peralta can pitch good. I'll wear the throne, or the not the throne, I'll wear the crown for that, but yeah. Offense remains a concern. Lack of depth will eventually catch up if not addressed, but winning despite long slumps from Tatis, Merrill, and Arraez, yes, suggest a high ceiling when these players find their form. That's from Letters to AJ, who I now follow because I love their stuff. I made a video about Tatis based off of what they said about Tatis and why he was slumping. If you haven't watched that, check that out. But they're a cool Twitter page. Make sure you check them out. But that kind of tied into my next point about good win, bad offense, because the offense is not looking good. But what is looking good is the bullpen and the pitching. 11 of the Padres' last 13 games have been decided by just 1 or 2 runs. 11 of the last 13. But a very on-brand Padres win riding their pitching. 30% of the Padres' wins are shutouts. And, like, that's really impressive. Don't get me wrong. But, like, imagine what percentage of those shutouts, like, how can I even word this? I don't even know how to word this properly, but, like, if they didn't get the shutout, would we have won that game? Like, today, I don't think... Like, it sounds really stupid, right? Because obviously if they scored runs, they would win. But, like, say they scored, like, 1 run, and that 1 run shut us out. You know what I mean? I don't have a score off the top of my head. But my point being is that pitching has definitely carried this team for the past 2 months. Especially the bullpen. Padres bullpen the last 6 games, 25.2 innings pitched, 1 earned run. I'll come back to the bullpen right now. I mean, Vasquez again, shaky, and I feel like I said this like I said it for Cease, but it holds for Vasquez. But these are pitchers who don't pitch long into games, and they need a solid bullpen. And right now we have that solid bullpen. Like I said, Peralta has been proving me wrong, and I love it. Jeremiah Estrada has always been solid. I mean, he's had some shaky moments. Don't get me wrong, but what reliever hasn't? But Morahone proved me wrong, and of course Suarez is just nails as always. Our bullpen and our pitching is beyond carrying us. And I mean, tomorrow they're going to be Kolek versus Quintana, and Quintana has looked pretty good. But like, if Kolek can keep it up, pitching is what's going to win us this series, because I don't think with the pitchers the Brewers have, this team is going to be able to do anything offensively. I wish they could. But, I mean, let's just look at the stats. Like, for example, we said Tatis. He's playing horrible right now. Well, I mean, he has on and off moments, don't get me wrong. But right now, today, he was horrible. 2 strikeouts. Another person who's, like, quietly slumping horribly is Jackson Merrill. I know his average at 301 looks good, but he'll have some horrible games. He has some good ones, don't get me wrong. But he's had a lot of horrible games and a lot of horrible strikeouts. I was thinking about making a video about why Jackson Merrill is slumping. If you guys want something like that, let me know. I can whip something up, dive into the stats. I have a lot more videos coming up, though, but we'll get into that in a sec. But Jackson Merrill has not looked fantastic. Bogey, okay game, I guess. I mean, he got on base twice, 2 strikeouts, though. It's kind of expected. Cronenworth, kind of also an okay game. Maldonado, you could argue, had the best game out of everyone. It'd be a hard argument to make, but, like, 2 hits... more hits than everyone on this team, and he had 1 strikeout. And, like, the day we were all destroying Maldonado for being horrible, like, just yesterday, and then I guess he read the comments and started playing better, which is, like, great. I guess bullying does work in 2025. Don't be a bully. But I guess it works if you're a professional baseball player. But genuinely, we're not going to be able to win many games with this kind of offense right now. That's plain and simple. That's obvious with the way we're playing. But like that one tweet said, I'll bring it back up real quick. Nope. Which one is it? There we go. But despite long slumps from Tatis, Merrill, and Arraez, suggest a high ceiling when these players find their form. Imagine when everyone's back, and if it's in September, if it's in October, that's okay, as long as we make it to October in the playoffs. But if Tatis, Merrill, Arraez, Manny Machado, just like the beginning of the year, we can genuinely win the World Series. With some trade pieces, too, don't get me wrong, but this is a World Series team that is not playing up to their potential, as you can obviously see. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. So let's just talk about the points real quick. Vasquez, luckiest pitcher alive. Absolutely. I genuinely have no idea how this pitcher has a 3.69, but whatever. And a good win, bad offense. Yeah, we saw how the game went. Some luckiness from all sides of the baseball, but this offense is not going to win as much games playing like this. Let's talk about our Friar Faithful feed from today. Got some fun ones for you. The Maldi interview for all the haters. Organization is locked into Reddit. Yeah. It was weird hearing Maldonado have an interview because, like, he's the last player I expect to get an interview for the way he plays. But today was the Maldonado game, I guess. Why does it seem like Vasquez pitches 4.2 innings every game? I like the guy and I want him to get dubs. Keeps him cheaper in arbitration. Yeah, I mean, it's a slippery slope. I mean, he has pitched good, and he's also pitched really bad, but will that make him get paid in the offseason? I have no idea. But the Padres' formula for victory, the other team scores 0 runs, we score more than 0 runs, which sounds super obvious, but like they have to score 0, the other team has to score 0 runs, or else our offense might be in trouble. But yeah, that's the Friar Faithful feed for today, and that's the video for today. Like I kind of teased, I have a couple videos coming out. I have this one right now, and then tomorrow I'm going to have a video about the catcher that just got released from the Reds that looks really interesting, Austin Wins. And then after that, the next day, I'm going to have a video about the AMA AJ Cassavell did on Reddit. So a lot of cool videos coming out. And if you want that Merrill video, let me know. I'll probably do it anyways, but I'm excited to hear what you guys think, and I'm also excited to read your guys' comments. Do you think Vasquez is a good pitcher? Do you think he's just beyond lucky? Do you think this team in general is beyond lucky? And what are some things the offense could do to get better? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, please subscribe and go Padres. Thank you for watching.